It's a problem. I was telling my wife, from my house street, I think, to church, to my church, if you count the numbers of churches, if I'm not mistaken, they're up to 5. Plus mine, 6. If you go across, 2 more, 7. But yet, an Ekeke member is living in between my church and another church. Yet, Obu is living there, and every day this man will carry out the oblations. I will pass on Sunday to church. And they go church, go well, eh? Kai. One day we had early morning prayers in church, and I said, okay, I won't drive. So I walked. While I got to the junction, I saw him carrying some things, putting things in the plate. Now you they fear sacrifice. Most times God feed you through it. When you're hungry, look for one. Before you look for one, carry God first. Carry him first. If you look for one, after eating it, your tummy will resemble what you have eaten. Early hours of the morning, he was very thick in it, talking, speaking our dialect. And the best I know from our dialect, he was saying, whoever passed this junction, I carry your star, I carry your glory, I carry your star, I carry your glory. And that is the street I pass every day. That means, bro, your glory is in the calabash. All this wine. I said, no. I said, hey, sir, stop it. He turned and said, who are you? I said, well, I'm a priest like you. We own this land, but your tenure here is over. Leave. He shouted. So nobody has ever stopped him before. I said, well, I didn't come for you. I'm passing to church. But stop this thing. Say, if you are born, if they born you well, touch it, let me see. I will touch it. He left. I carried it. So the smell was so nice. The red oil was a real Calabar red oil. I mean thick one, red, very nice, with yam. And this is what they call agidi. I carried it. If I go back home, my wife will be scared. If I go to church, they will say, pastor has gone diabolical. Let me stand and eat it. So I stood there. While I picked a morsel, Velia kumbabanteli sevalante kaite falon telia kumbrakava. 1. Come on, telia falin daboron de kafeli katom rakave. 2. Tedi fight telia semon brake fabatalia. 3. When I was through, he came out and said, I give you 2 days. We will see your picture on the wall. Yes, I know wahala. I stopped to move. God said, reply him now. The reason why Goliath ruled was because nobody replied him. For 40 days, the guy was on the mountain cursing Israel. Even the king was mute. The day a boy replied him, he was mute forever. His head was off the body. I said, okay, sir, you give me 2 days. You are fair enough. I'll give you 1 day. If I come back to meet you alive, God didn't send me. If you've not been challenged before, you won't take this serious. We have seen challenges. Imagine going to a house to call a girl for church and the father warned you. If you call this girl again, they will pity you. And you know God sent you to that soul. That soul must not go missing. It takes a man with glory to bear that kind of, to save that kind of soul. A normal pastor can't do it. You can't do it. Glory is not in your grammar. It's not in your suit. It's not even in your car. That's not glory. Glory is how thick you can manifest God. That's glory. 24 hours. My wife was coming back from the office. Rushed to the room. I say, oh, baby, have you heard? They tell me, just me. That man on the street just died. I say, which man? I was expectant to hear his name. When two priests speaks, when one is of the devil, the one who will prevail is the one whose courage bears the spirit. Follow me, oh. That you know God does not mean you will conquer them. You must know him and carry him. There are two. Know God and carry him. Your identity and your courage. Don't tell me I know God by books, Bible school. I have graduated. Fine. But have you carried him? I know God by lectures. Have you carried him? I know God by some things in the journals. Have you paid him? So what will differentiate priests to priest by priest is their body enablement to bear the courage, to bear the spirit, to bear God. The cry is one. Some gates have to lift up their heads. The King of Glory is coming. Somebody have to be realigned. God is coming. 4 men carry 10 tons of an ark, and their shoulders never crumble. 4 men carried an ark. God was in heaven. God only put a little of himself in the ark, and it became so heavy, but 4 men could carry the ark. You can carry God. The theme, Christ in me, the hope of glory, is beyond a verse in the Bible. It's beyond it. When God's servant gave me the theme, it caused an uproar. I said, hey, Christ in me, the hope of glory. Devil is in trouble. Because I'm going to tell him that there is somebody in me, and he in me is greater than he in the world. And the signs are these, by the enablement for us to carry that glory. Friends, 2 prayer points tonight. This is my courage. This is the container. I will tell God not to bring the weight yet. If he does, some of you may die, because it will press you. It will drain you. What you are asking for is what will save a whole family. Shammah knew that what was against him was a troop stronger than one soldier. A troop. It takes a man with glory to face them, and one man could stand. His hands go to the sword, and glory, sir, withstood a troop. Go and check how many men made a troop. What's against you, man, is a troop. What's against you is a troop. It killed many in your family. Many. And God found you and said, I can use this young girl, this young boy. But if I put my weight on him, he will die. Let me work on the container. Let me work on his vessel. By working on him, he put in some biceps. He put in some spirit in your bones, in your muscles, to make your hand strong enough to hold the ark. 4 men held the ark, crossed Jordan. Go and check how many minutes it takes to cross Jordan. 4 men held the ark.